Guitar picking techniques. The idea of this video is just to give you a few examples and a few new techniques which you might or might not have come across before, and give you a few little examples that you can then go away and practice. Ultimately though, what you want to do is go and do a little bit of research yourself, find some other examples, or even better, create your own picking patterns and your own techniques to put these together and develop your own picking style. The pick that I'm using is this, which is a chicken pick shredder. It's pretty thick, it's 3.5 mils thick. So these are my favourite picks by far. However, you might have a favourite pick which is a thin pick, or you might like a thicker pick, but whatever you use, just find something you're comfortable with. So let's begin, and we're going to play a 3-note per string pattern, and the reason we're going to do that will become apparent when we get into one of these techniques. So we're going to play an A minor scale, and we're going to play from low string to high string, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 6, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. So one more time, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 6, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. So the first technique we're going to look at is alternate picking. Now alternate picking simply means picking down, up, down, up, down, up. So and this will apply whether you're changing strings, string skipping, or whatever you're doing. So here's an example. We're just going to play that minor scale. If you watch the right hand, so notice there that even when I change string, I'm still picking up. There I'm picking down, just because that's the natural flow of where the notes come. Okay, so a good thing to practice here is starting on a downstroke, but then start the same thing on an upstroke. The reason you want to do that is because when you're improvising, you don't know whether you're going to be ending the lick before on a upstroke or a downstroke, so you want to practice both. So there, downstroke, upstroke, and I know I'm just playing a short version of that scale, but that's just to demonstrate. So practice both ways. And something else you may want to consider looking at is changing that from a 3-note per string pattern to a 4-note per string pattern. And you simply do that by moving your first finger on the way up. On the way down, come down by moving your little finger. So again then, you will practice that alternate picking on a 4-note per string pattern. Again, practice that using a downstroke as your first stroke and an upstroke as your first stroke. So downstroke, etc. Upstroke, and then that way you're practicing it so that you're consistent wherever you are, whichever direction you're going in. So the next technique we're going to look at is economy picking. So economy picking basically involves like a mini sweep. So using the same pattern, what we're going to do now, we're going to play, instead of picking down, up, down, up, down, up, we're going to pick down, up, down. But then, if you'll notice, the pick is now resting on the A string. Okay, so down, up, down, and it's now here. Then I'll just follow through with that downstroke. So slowly again, one more time. So we're going to pick down, up, down. Keep going down. Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So this is where it changes. If you're going in one direction, so that could be you're going down, or you're coming up. If you're going in one direction, you'll pick 3 notes per string. As soon as you change direction, that doesn't work. So if I'm going to go, so now to come back up, I'm breaking that pattern because I'm already here waiting. So to change direction, you want to change it to 2 notes or 4 notes per string. So here you go. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. So now my pick is on the B string, waiting to come back. So again, if you're picking going in one direction, you can carry on with 3 notes per string. If you're coming back, you want to change it to 2 notes when you change direction only, or 4 notes. So you could just pick a chromatic. So so I picked 4 notes there on the A string, because now my pick is back on the E string, waiting to go through. So again, we do that slowly. 3 notes, 3 notes, 3 notes, 3, 3, 2, because I'm changing direction. So there I'm just playing the 7 and the 8. Then coming back, 3 notes, 3 notes. Now let's say I want to change direction on the next string. I'm just going to play 2 notes. Then I'm back onto the G string. That was wrong. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, and that's what's called economy picking. The reason it's economy, you can get through the strings faster because you're almost doing a little mini sweep. So the other thing of note with economy picking is that when you're moving in the same direction, you can pick 1 note instead of 3. So I'm going to play now a pattern for you. So 5, 7, 8, 7 on the A, 5, 7, 9. Then I'm going to play 7 on the G. So 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7. So there, I'm sweeping through it again. So here we go slowly. So what I did there was 3 notes, 1 note, keep on going down with your downstroke, 3 notes, 1 note, 2 notes to change direction on the B string, 3, 1, 3. So then if I was going to change direction, I'd want to put another note in there. I hope that makes sense. So, again, economy picking. If you're going in the same direction, 3 notes per string or 1 note per string. Changing direction, 2 notes or 4 notes. So next up we're going to look at hybrid picking. So hybrid picking is a combination of using your pick and your fingers. So the first pattern we're going to look at is just octaves. So we're going to play 5 on the E with the pick. With the middle finger we're going to play 7 on the D. Then we're going to move up to 7 of the E and 9 of the D. Again with the middle finger. You can alternate it with these 2 fingers here. You can also use your little finger. So we're going to play 5, 7, 7, 9, 8, 10. Then move on to the A string, 5, onto the G string, 7, 7 of the A, 9 of the G, 8 of the A, 10 of the G, then onto the D string, 5, 8 of the B, 7 of the D, 10 of the B, then 9 on the D, and 12 on the B. Then onto the G, 5, 8 of the E, 7 of the G, 10 of the E, 9 of the G, and 12 of the E. So slowly. Then we're going to come back, and on the way back we're going to pick the high note first. Okay, so again we're going to pick octaves. And that's the first exercise. Then we're going to put 2 fingers in to this exercise. So we're going to play an octave and then a 4th above. Okay, so what we're doing here, we're playing 5 on the E, then we're going to play 7 on the D with our middle finger, 7 on the G with our 3rd finger here. So then we're going to move that up 2 frets, move it up 1 fret. Let me just show you a little bit more of what I'm doing with this right hand. Then we're going to move on to 5 of the A, 7 of the G, and 8 of the B. The other thing that you want to do here is make sure that only 1 note is ringing out at a time. So you don't want them ringing out like that. I mean, you can do if that's the sound that you want to get, but if you want to pick only got one of these notes ringing out at a time. The way I'm doing that is with my left hand. As soon as I pick a note, I'm using that to kill the other notes. And that's just my first finger here resting on the strings. So finish off that pattern. So we've got 5, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, 8, 10, 10, 5, 7, 8, 5, 9, 10, 8, 10, 12. Then I'm coming up to the C on the G string, so that's 5. No, I'm not, I'm coming to the G on the D string, which is fret 5. Then I'm playing fret 8 of the B and fret 8 of the E string, and I'm going to finish there. So put the two hands together. And then don't forget to come back, so pick first of all with your third finger on the E string. So third finger, middle finger on the B string, then pick on the G, on the D string. Then we're going to come up to nope. So again, let's go through that pattern up and down. This time we're going to look at the right hand. So and that is hybrid picking. Another thing you can do is to practice playing the same lick but with different techniques. So here's an example. So we're going to play on the D string 10, 9 on the G, 8 on the B, 7 on the B, 9 on the G. So again 10, 9, 8, 7, 9. So first of all, we're going to play that with alternate picking. So down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so there's your alternate picking. Your economy picking. So down, 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 up, up. Down, 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 up, up. And you notice there we're playing 1 per string, 2 on the string when we're changing direction, and then coming back up with another upstroke. Okay, using hybrid picking. So, and I'm just putting a slide in there. So I'm picking middle finger, third finger, slide back, and then picking again. So again, find little different licks that you can put together, or you can use each of these 3 different picking patterns or picking techniques, and try each lick with each of these different techniques to practice and get really good at all 3 of these different picking techniques. So I hope that helps. Enjoy.